Hey guys, so Model Feature Friday is featuring Telly the model today, and that is yours truly. I am here today just blessed and highly favored and just thankful to have this opportunity to be interviewed by myself. So yes, I wanted you guys to get a better just a better idea of who I am and what I've been through as a model and my modeling journey. So I thought you guys needed to hear from me personally, direct, right? So I'm going to answer the questions that I would ask a model who was getting their light shined on. So I hope you guys give me a moment because I got to go all the way back in memory lane to present. And I just want you guys to ask me questions and just interact with me. And let's runway, print, um, anything that has to do with modeling and marketing myself. I've been doing it. I've been getting better and better at it. And I love it. Like, love it, love it. This is my platform. I mean, that's how much I love it. I love it so much that I want others to succeed in it just as bad as I do. I want to shine the light on other people, other models. I want to motivate and encourage them to keep going. I mean, there's been so many times where I got discouraged and I wanted to stop. And there was so many doors closed in my face, so many no's when I just was like, I thought I was made for this. But I'm here to I'm here to encourage you, to inspire you. Just keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. I mean, if this is something that is a dream of yours and you just don't know how to start, you just don't know how to stay motivated, I encourage you to just keep going. Like, just keep going because there's somebody out there that's looking at you and like, oh, I want to be with model. I want to do this. I want to do that. And they see you. Now, if you quit, what kind of hope did you give them? And that's why I can't stop, because I know there are people who are looking up to me and who are motivated and inspired. I just had a model reach out to me out of nowhere and said, hey, I just want to let you know that you inspire me so much. They said that ever since I met you, your presence, everything about you just made me want to be myself and just made me want to get back into it. And I'm not in modeling like I want to be, but when I come across your page and on my timeline, I just want to get back into it. I mean, that right there just motivated me. That just gave me the it just gave me an extra boost. Like, yes, this is why I do what I do and I don't stop. And it makes me feel good because that's why my passion is so intense, because it's not about me, it's bigger than me. But yeah, I'm not gonna go off on a tangent because I can. Another question I would ask is, who inspires you? Who inspires me? Who inspires me? Mm. It's so many great women that I look up to that inspire me. Like, it's so many great, like my mom is one. Um, I have to say Tyra Banks. Like, Tyra Banks did something to the little girl in me when I first started watching America's Next Top Model. I was just like, look at this beautiful black queen, this woman with so much power and authority and beautiful. And she's just great at what she does. And she's so well known and respected in her right. Like, and she got so much going for herself. Not only is she a model, but she's an actress. She also she does photography. I mean, she had a talk show. I mean, there was so much slashes behind her name, and I was like, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna have so much slashes behind my name because the sky is not the limit, but I can do all. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And there's nothing that can stop me. If I see something and I want it, I'm going to get it. Like, there's no, oh, I don't qualify for that. No, if you work hard towards something, you can get it. You just have to have the mindset. When you change your mindset, you can have anything that you put your mind to. It's mind over matter. And I had to learn that. I had to grow, because things are not just going to come and fall in your lap because you are beautiful. You're just a beautiful face. You also have to have the confidence. There's so much of us beautiful women who lacks confidence, and people can see that. When you walk in a room, you got to be able to demand attention. You got to be able to say so much without opening up your mouth. No, I didn't develop confidence like that overnight. It took a lot to be where I am today, but I was willing to put in the work. It's a lot of inner work that you have to do. I mean, yeah, we're going to get to that later. But as far as challenges, the challenges that I've faced, I would say is lacking the confidence, so not being able to perform my best. So I would go to castings and I'll put on the heels and about to walk, and I wasn't confident. Like, I probably was looking down, I probably was fidgeting, I probably wasn't walking right. Confidence shows in your walk. Like, if yes. So that was a challenge for me. And how I overcame that challenge is basically, practicing my walk, um, and just trying to pull out some confidence and just say, I got this, working out, making sure my skin was clean and clear, just doing research, what these castings and agencies are looking for, just doing researches and practicing posing, practicing walking in heels, because you can't just put on heels and walk and think that you walking. You guys to know how to walk in heels. You guys to know how to pivot and all of that stuff, and that takes practice. I mean, some people can do it without practice, but not a lot of us can do it. So it took practice, it took hard work, and that's why I am where I am today. Yes, honey, can listen. One of my favorite motivational quotes is, it's never too late to accomplish your goals and your dreams. It don't matter how old you are. It don't matter. No, you can still accomplish your dreams as long as you have life. As long as the good Lord keep waking you up in the morning, you can still accomplish your goals and your dreams. They are not unattainable. You can still do it. And that's why I believe in myself so much, because sometimes I used to feel like, oh my God, I'm getting old. Can't I have my time clock is ticking. I can't model no more. And I started seeing stuff like beautiful older models just still killing the game. Like, oh my God, that inspired me. Like, it inspired me to keep going. I know so many older models, and they are killing it. Somebody told me that I was too old to. Somebody told me that I should give it up, and this was a couple years ago, y'all. Told me I should give it up because I was too old. And for a moment, I kind of believed them. I kind of set into that belief, and it took me a while to get out of that. But it wasn't to people who really loved me and knew my passion and just knew that calling on my life, that was like, what are you doing, girl? What are you doing? You better get back in there. And I was like, you sure? Yes. Shout out to my husband, by the way. Like, God knew what he was doing when he put us together. Oh my God. But yes, don't listen to the naysayers. I mean, people have small minds. Some people can't see what God has showed you, and they will try to stop you. And sometimes they And sometimes it works. But listen, some things, you want to tell people your goals and your dreams, but some things are better left unsaid. Because, especially when you deal with people with small minds, like these people you don't see them trying to get their dreams and goals off the ground or nothing. So they ain't going to try and believe in yours either. It's just sad, but it's so true. So anyway, yes, please don't give up. Please don't give up. I mean, God has a calling on your life, so don't give up. Don't forfeit your calling. All right. Another question I will ask models is, what is some modeling work that they have done, right? So, I've done a couple of. So I've been in New York Fashion Week. I've been in Atlanta Fashion Week. I've been in Charlotte Fashion Week, Charlotte Scene. I did New York Fashion Week twice, by the way. And I've done so much shows in New York, Brooklyn, Queens, um, Manhattan. It wasn't fashion weeks, but it was shows because I used to live in New York. So I was in modeling and I used to do a lot of runway. I worked with some amazing, amazing photographers that helped me get my portfolio going, started. Shout out to Austin and shout out to Click who shot you. There's just so much amazing ones that I worked with in New York. So that's just a couple of stuff that I've done. I've done rooftop runway in Manhattan. I worked with Natasha from was it Nakasi collection, her amazing, amazing clothing line. I've worked with Deja Vu Modeling Agency. I've done video shoots for music videos. I was in a music video, y'all. What else? It's so many. It's so much accomplishments. I worked in Connecticut, Connecticut Fashion Week. Um, what else? So many things. Hair shows. Worked with some amazing designers, hairstylists. Um, Shout out to my family too. I had a cousin that took me to an audition. So shout out to my cousin Lisa. She took me to America's Next Top Model when they came to New York. At the time, I did not have confidence, but I wanted to model. It's like when people see things in you that you can't see in yourself. It was one of those moments. I don't know why, but I never thought I was as beautiful as everyone saw me as, if that makes sense. And that's the real truth. Like, people saw so much amazingness in me, and because I didn't see it myself, I wasn't able to deliver. I wasn't able to come out with the confidence. So I went, I auditioned, and I didn't make it. That put a damper on me, even worse than what I was already feeling like, right? So I had another cousin that came all the way from Charlotte to come and get me. I lived in Charlotte with her. She took me to a modeling expo. So shout out to my cousin Lisa. She took me to America's Next Top Model when they came to New York. At the time, I did not have confidence, but I wanted to model. It's like when people see things in you that you can't see in yourself. It was one of those moments. I don't know why, but I never thought I was as beautiful as everyone saw me as, if that makes sense. And that's the real truth. Like, people saw so much amazingness in me, and because I didn't see it myself, I wasn't able to deliver. I wasn't able to come out with the confidence. So I went, I auditioned, and I didn't make it. That put a damper on me, even worse than what I was already feeling like, right? So I had another cousin that came all the way from Charlotte to come and get me. I lived in Charlotte with her. She took me to a modeling expo. So Kim came and got me. I was 18 years old, moved me to Charlotte. There was a modeling expo. All of the major modeling agencies were coming and they're looking for models to put into their agency and start work. I mean, they had hair and makeup, they had photographers there, they was getting you ready together with your portfolio, with your comp card. And they, my cousin got me right. She did my hair. I had like this long hair. I did like a swimsuit look. I did like a commercial look and whatever. And what we had to do was, oh my God, I've never seen so much people wanting to model in my life. Oh my God, it was so much people. Ooh, I was like, Jesus, it's so much people that wants to model. Like, it's gonna be hard trying to get picked, and there's so much beautiful people here. So it was so much amazing, beautiful models. I mean, young, old, little kid models, and it was amazing to see. So anyway, there was like this big auditorium and a panel full of judges. I mean, Ford, Wilhelmina, Next Model, the best top modeling agencies that you know sat there and was just waiting for us to walk by. So they would call us up by row, and what we had to do is just walk in front of the stage one time across like runway, and then when we got to the end, we'll come walk up to the judging table, hold out our portfolio, and if they liked you, they will hand you a business card to contact them because they want to work with you, right? But I walked across the stage. And then I walked in front of the judging panel with my portfolio sideways. And other models was next to me doing the same thing. I saw their faces. It was kind of like, my heart was beating out of my chest so fast, and I tried to like hold in the tears because I walked past 3 whole judges without no business cards, and I was like, there's 2 more left. My God, help me. Nobody handed me a business card, y'all. To this day, I still feel a little devastated. Like, if they don't want me, nobody want me, and it's not gonna work out for me. That was my thought process at that time, and I held my tears back until I sat down, and my cousin asked me, so how did it go? I looked at her and said, I didn't get no business cards. But yeah, that was then. Back then. Now look at me today. Like, look at me today. God did, like, when man says no, God says yes. And this is just the beginning. Like, I know what God showed me and what he's promised me. So it's like, I can look at that story and just say, oh yeah, now it's gonna pump me up to go even harder, to keep pushing, to keep grinding, not to stop and not to give up on my dream, because this is something I want to do. Model on the grind, honey, all day. So yeah, guys, that didn't do anything but motivate me even more. I was a little discouraged, yes, but it took time to build that confidence back up. But that just to show you that just because you are down one day, don't mean that you have to stay down. You don't have to stay bound, and you don't have to stay in a sense of depression or a sense of defeat. Defeat is only temporary, right? So yeah, that was just a little story to show you that no matter what happened, I did not stop. And I hope that encourages somebody. I hope that encourages somebody who's given up because of a no. When I tell you every agency told me no, that didn't stop me. Do you see me today? I did New York Fashion Week. This is after the fact. As y'all can tell, I got a little bit excited because that is the motivation right there. That motivated me even more. And I'm happy that happened. Some of us look at our bad situations and we get regretful and sad that those moments happen. But I thank God for those moments, because if it wasn't for those moments, I wouldn't know my strength today. I wouldn't know that I'll be handling what I'm handling today. Like, I have my own movement, Model on the Grind. It's serious. And it's gonna be something great. Like, you're gonna hear this in the books, like, and that's just the confidence that I have, that God-given confidence. And once I knew who I was and did that inner work, I was able to perform just naturally in my confidence. Like, nobody can tell me nothing. So yeah. Fast forward to now, I've done New York Fashion Week. I've been invited to London Fashion Week. I couldn't make it because, that was when COVID was crazy. So I've been invited to LA Fashion Week. I mean, can y'all understand what I'm saying here? International Fashion Week. I'm an internationally published model. I've been in so many different magazines, talk shows, platforms, and it's just giving God the glory. Like, he gets the glory from my story, because I wouldn't know where would I be without him. So another question I would ask the models is, what keeps them on their grind, right? So you already know, model on the grind. What keeps me on my grind is bigger than me. Like, there's so many people that I do this for, as motivation, as inspiration, so that they won't give up on their dreams. I can't give up, and it keeps me going when they come to me and say, wow, you inspire me to keep going. Every time I come across your post on my timeline, I just want to get back into it. Sometimes I do feel like giving up, but when I see your post, you give me hope, you give me encouragement, and thank you so much for just being you. That right there, I can't give up when I get those testimonials. So that is what keeps me on my grind. My children keep me on my grind. My husband keeps me on my grind. Like, even the fact that this is my calling, so that keeps me on my grind. It's the simple fact that I know that this is a calling and a purpose. So when you know you have a calling and a purpose on your life, you don't forfeit your call and your purpose. Don't run away from your call. You have to keep doing it, because it's bigger than you. There's souls attached to your yes. You may think it's just modeling. It's even bigger than modeling. I want to let you know that. But anyway, we're gonna handle that on a different time, on a different day. This is Model Feature Friday, and it's your girl Teli here. I hope you guys was inspired, because that's what I long to do: inspire, encourage, and motivate. So I will see y'all in the comment section.